This is the Cornerman Radio. We back here live with Young Barzini and Boxing Eye.
What's up, bro? We got some Twitter beef. I love both them dudes. They both my guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at the Twitter beef and you look at the matchup and you're like, man, that's a great matchup. But we think reality.
But
we can't see that.
Let's hear what.
All right, go ahead. I ain't trying to be the bearer of bad news, but when we talk reality, it's like they're beefing and it's fun on Twitter. But it's like looking. We won't see that fight maybe for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. But who knows? You know, anything can happen. But yeah, go over the tweets, man. I want to hear them tweets.
I started how Angel Garcia, one of these videos, man, and was talking about Terence Crawford versus Victor Postal and how he called Terence Crawford a paper champion and all kinds of shit. And saying this was terrible that HBO made it a pay-per-view, right? So Terence Crawford tweeted Danny, your dad's Danny Garcia. So I tell you what, your dad make the fight. I show him how much of a paper champion I am at your weight for your belt. Then Danny Garcia said, Terence Crawford, you doing what I did 3 years ago. I ain't no little Gamble or stiff postal. I ain't careers. Check my track record. Then Crawford replied, in the guy you scared to fight. And he just gave his emojis laughing. So, man, Danny was the 140 king. Now Crawford is the new 140 king. Crawford is willing to come to Danny's weight class. And I don't know if the people know, I was born in Nebraska and raised in Philly. So, Philly versus Omaha, dog. That is a fight I would love to see, dog. Nebraska versus Pennsylvania, Omaha versus Philadelphia. Those are my two towns.
Yeah, man. They planting the bad seed. They planting that bad seed of bad blood early, you know, and that's good because we love a little bit of bad blood, man. I don't want to see Sergey Kovalev get in the ring and shake hands with Andre Ward, but I respect both of them for doing that. You know what I'm saying? I love that too, but this is our nature of competitors. You know, if you're a competitive person or you're a sportsman or whatever, man, be whoever the fuck you want. I just personally like motherfuckers that talk shit to each other. That's what I like. Is what gets my blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? I want to whoop your ass. I want to talk shit to you. You call me out, your pops call me out, I'm going to come right back and defend myself. And then Danny's the same way. Not many people start with, you know, you don't see Danny talk too much shit. So this new Danny Garcia, I like this Danny Garcia. I like the Danny Garcia calling Jesse Vargas out. But it's going to drive me crazy if Danny keeps calling people out on the other side of the street when he got people on his side like Keith Thurman. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because we feel like, me and Barzini feel like Danny's got a little lineup. We could be wrong. We hope to be wrong. But we think, obviously, Andre Berto. Then after Andre Berto, Amir Khan. And then the Adrian Broner fight, possibly. Now, them all three W's. There's no tough fight in boxing. But that's a money grab. You know what I'm saying? That's the money grab. Before Danny fights the Crawford and Thurmans. Before he fights the Crawford and Thurmans of the world. You know what I'm saying? So I like that he's talking shit, but at the same time, it's like, I fucking don't, because I don't see the reality in it right now. I see it like 2 years down the road. You dig?
Right. And Crawford just said another thing on Twitter. How you ran a weight class, but you pay someone step-aside money not to fight you, but you ran through the weight class. How's that go? You know what I mean? Like, he coming at your neck, bro. You know what I mean? I love to see it.
Did Danny unify 140? because we know he got the belt off Khan, and he was Ring Magazine, but I don't think he ever unified, right?
Nah, he was going to unify, but they didn't fight for the belt.
I mean,
and Crawford also said that same stiff guy you paid, so you didn't have to fight that guy. Look, I'm not that old guy you've been fighting. You know that. So, you know what I mean? Crawford talking to him, dog. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Danny Garcia versus Crawford, Terence Crawford, man. Nebraska versus Pennsylvania, man. This is a great fight, man. Although, I'm not betting against Crawford no more, dog. Anymore. Crawford is going to win that fight. He's going to win that fight.
Hey, man,
you know what I mean? I know I can't bet against Philly, but it's just.
Let's be honest, bro.
Man.
Let's be honest, yo. Look at what Lamont Peterson did to Danny. Yes, he looked like Sugar Ray Leonard the first 6 rounds. Beautiful movement. If he just comboed up the last 15 seconds of each round, he would have won that fight. Lamont Peterson beat himself in that fight, and I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Danny had nothing to do with winning that fight, man. Lamont beat himself. He was backing him up through 8 through 12. Lamont owned Danny, whooped his ass. I'm one of the few that don't hold the Herrera. I don't give a fuck about the Herrera fight. Danny was in Puerto Rico. He was chilling. Mauricio didn't even hurt the champ. Yeah, he outboxed him. Whatever. He never hurt Danny once. I'm one of the few that I don't give a fuck about that fight. I don't hold that fight against Danny. The Lamont Peterson fight is the one that stands out in me, where Crawford could tell Danny, yo, I'm going to do that same shit to you, move around where you can't hit me, except I'm going to be tagging you and winning that round. And then I'm going to stalk you and walk you down the later portion of the fight, because I'm Terence Crawford, and I'm going to be the bully in that ring. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go toe-to-toe with Danny. Crawford ain't going to make the mistake to go toe-to-toe with Danny, because we know Danny's got the crisp, clean shot. So, to me, obviously, I would lean towards Crawford. But, yo, tell me not, man. That Lamont Peterson fight, that you know, that shit is, he exposed Danny. I'm sorry, man. And I like Danny a lot.
Yeah. And Crawford will do way better. It's like Lamont Peterson on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Not just jabbing inside and making Danny look stupid. I remember even Danny making that funny movement with the Peterson when he fought him, because he was telling Lamont Peterson you was running too much, and he did some dance shit with his feet. He's gonna dance, and it's a fight that I would love to see. The new 140 King against the old 140 King, man. This is a fight I want to see, man. But I don't see it happening. I hate Golden Boy. I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it, man. I wish it could happen. I wish we could be proven wrong. I just don't see it happening.
Nah,
like you said, Danny's going to fight Berto, then maybe American, and then Broner. He's not even going to fight Thurman. So,
bro, his plate is full. The refrigerator's full. There's a lot of good cheese in there. He gets $1.2 million for fighting Berto. Then the Khan fight, he'll probably make a $1.5 million fight. It's a win-win. If he even loses the Khan, they have the rematch. He'll make another 1.5. But I think Khan. I really do think Khan is going to be damaged. His chin is damaged up enough where Danny wins that fight. And then the Broner fight, him and Danny will probably take 2.1. He'll that Adrian Broner Danny fight does record numbers at Barclays Center. Like, it fills it up. It breaks his own record. They make crazy. They paid Danny 2.something million, 2.2, 2.3. Broner will probably get a nice 1.5. You know what I'm saying? And after if Danny gets through those 3 wins, you figure it's like end of 2017, and his name is just big out, like big in the street. Like Danny Garcia. What's his record now? with them 3 names on that shit, and now he's a fucking welterweight WBC 3-time defending champ. Oh, man, he's a cash cow. He's a cash cow right now. Imagine when he gets through them 3. Then I feel like he's going to be forced. And then him and his father, they're smart, man. Grab that money, man. You know, boxing stuff.
Yo, Danny just said another tweet. He said, your fight did 50K buys, LOL. If you want to do real numbers and get defeated, tell Bob to call Al Heyman. And Crawford said, no problem. Oh, shit.